Good evening all, Mike Nemeth here, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, November 30th, 2025, here to share my story. Summer of 24, I was at a point in my life on what I should do with my assets. I have a home and a little bit of money. I have no children, so I was kind of getting frustrated on what to do, whether I do a will or what, or even who to put in a will. But a friend of mine, very close friend I've known for over 50 years, came across this trust, and he spoke for maybe 15 minutes and already had me sold on it. So I broke out the credit card, and Jack had a sale going on 4th of July weekend, and I spent the $19.99, got the trust, started through the program. In September, I created my first name, last name trust. I got it notarized at the local bank where I have my mortgage. Got it notarized there. And then in October, I decided to create the religious trust. And I got that notarized as well at the same bank. And then I started going through some of the programs, but I came to a point where I kind of backed off, and I regret doing that. I did back off because I'm kind of in a transitional period on whether I want to leave the cold weather here in Idaho to go to someplace warmer. So my thinking was do the training, go through the videos, but don't do anything with the trust until I sold my house and moved and got to a final destination. But and plus, I did not have anybody I felt worthy enough as putting as a co-trustee or a beneficiary. But my friend Frank says I really don't need a beneficiary, and then he turned me on to the Trump Millionaire course. And after I went through the Trump Millionaire course, that really reignited the fire inside of me to plow ahead. And since he did turn me on to this trust, I made him as a successor trustee in case something happens to me. And so I've been going through the training. I did go finally get a bank account and I did get an EIN number in the first name, last name trust, and I did finally get a bank account in the first name, last name trust at Wells Fargo. They did provide me with a certificate of trust there, which is very useful in the future to apply with the Secretary of State in Florida. After I am going to Florida, actually, I will end up either buying a house down there or have something built. And I do have a couple friends down there that I can be paid cash. I will be retiring from my current job here in Idaho in 2 weeks. I've already filed for Social Security. So January 1, I will be indigent, and I'm plowing ahead in the process. And just last week, I have 2 credit cards here. I had one increased to a $20,000 limit, another one increased to $14,000 limit. And ironically, last week from my bank, they did send me an email that I am pre-qualified for a $30,000 signature loan, which I have right here. I have that's in my account right now for $30,000. And I will be servicing, so I got those 3 tables set up for next year to service the same way Jesus Christ is the same way he services tables. I have a very good credit score of 833. Where is it at there? Yeah, 833 is my credit score, so all's good there. So I'll be servicing those tables next year. I will be indigent. I do regret not just going ahead with it. I've wasted 6 months, which I can't do nothing about it now, but go forward. This trust right here, in my opinion, is an impenetrable shield against all evil that we will face in our lives going forward. This is a lifesaver, and most importantly, it's a soul saver. This is a contract with God that is unbreakable, and I am very grateful that my friend Frank stumbled upon this trust and shared it with me. It is a life changer for me, and it should be a life changer for you. I do recommend don't do what I did and put this off. I know we all have extremely busy lives. We have obstacles in our way. We have tragedies in our lives. But I think it's very important to, if you buy this package, um, I recommend the Trump Millionaire course and the Great Deception. First and foremost, it explains a lot, and there's a lot of meat and a lot of power with those two programs. But I highly recommend going through the process, making time for that, but doing the testimonial video as soon as possible, because it is a very powerful tool for Jack to promote this trust. Like I say, I feel blessed that this has entered my life, and I'm jumping in with both feet going forward. The first of the year, I will no longer be a W-2 employee. I will be totally indigent, and I am going to take advantage of all those benefits from being indigent and being a part of this amazing thing that has entered my life. I hope that my video inspires some of you to plow ahead and do the work. Give it time, give it effort, share as much as you can with anybody in your life, and it will give you positive rewards. But it's important, I feel, after being on some chats earlier today, this testimonial video is very important for not only you sharing your story, but for Jack to promote this amazing trust. Thank you and good day.